Hello everyone, welcome to Hema's Home and Garden in USA. This is my beautiful Meyer Lemon tree. I'm having this tree since 2018 and so far it has produced so many Meyer Lemons every year. It's a dwarf tree and it's a grafted tree. So it is grafted to a dwarf rootstock, and every year the plant has produced numerous Meyer lemons and I have never been dissatisfied with this tree. So the last time I potted up this tree in this large container was during 2019, and after that I have never repotted it. For the last 3 years the plant is growing in the same pot and I have been fertilizing it every spring, but still this year if you notice the leaves looks pretty bad. Almost all the leaves looks yellowish and the tree itself doesn't look very happy, and I was wondering what I should do about it. So after harvesting all the lemons from the tree during the middle of November, I brought my Meyer lemon indoors for winter. And after coming inside, the plant looked even worse. If you notice the tree, there are absolutely no leaves. There are few leaves that are sticking to the tree and it looks very bad. So I decided to repot it again with fresh soil. But the problem is I cannot go for a bigger pot because the pot is already big. I cannot go for a bigger pot every year whenever I repot it. So it's high time I chop the roots, I make it smaller and then make a fresh batch of soil and then repot it in a container of this size. So I removed the plant out of the pot and as expected the plant was completely root bound. Now if you are wondering why am I doing everything in the middle of December, it's middle of winter and it's not the ideal time to root prune or repot the plant. But I have no other option because my Meyer lemon tree, I have noticed every year it starts producing flower buds in the month of January. So if I wait until April to prune the roots, by the time the plant will already be having tiny lemons or the plant may be loaded with flowers. So if I go and prune the roots at that time, I may lose the fruit. I may lose the production for that year. So I decided to take the risk and prune the roots in December itself and see what happens because I have no other option other than doing now. This is the only time period I have when the plant is dormant. So I am using this time period to prune the roots. I did not completely remove the soil from the roots. I just chopped off half of the root mass. I am risking and doing this in the middle of December. I am not sure how the plant is going to react for this root pruning because as soon as I am pruning the roots and repotting it, I am going to take it back indoors. So the plant is going to stay indoors for the next 3 months. So I am really not sure how it is going to respond to the pruning. I made a fresh batch of soil to repot it. I'll post the soil mix I made in my next video. I'm not using the old container. I'm using this nursery type of container because this type of container gives me a grip to hold the pot and bring it inside and outside easily. It makes my life easy to move the plant indoors and outdoors. So I chose to use this container this time. So after filling half of the pot with the fresh soil, took the root pruned plant and placed it in the container and fill the container with more soil to fill the gaps. Another important thing to note whenever you are planting a fruit tree is that check the base of your tree. If it looks like this, if it looks like there is a joint between the root and the main trunk, you should understand that yours is a grafted tree and you should never ever bury the grafted area into the soil. If you cover that grafted portion into the soil, the tree will start growing new shoots from that area below the graft, and the fruit you get from those branches will be inedible, will be of low quality. So, after repotting the tree with fresh soil, I watered it thoroughly and then brought the Meyer Lemon tree indoors again. I couldn't keep the plant outside even for a single day because temperatures were dipping below freezing that night, so I had to bring it inside. So exactly after a week, I went and checked the pot and I noticed that the surface of the soil was completely filled with mold. So I sprinkled some cinnamon powder all over the surface of the soil because cinnamon is a very good antibacterial and antifungal. It will not let the mold grow more and more. So I have had experience with mold before and I have used cinnamon and it works very effectively. So I generously sprinkled cinnamon powder all over the surface. I didn't leave any gaps because if you leave a gap, the mold is still going to find a way to grow more. So let me see how it goes and if I find any difference in the growth of the tree. If my tree starts growing new flower buds and new leaves as usual, I'll get to know by January, and if there is any positive update, I'll post in my next video. Until then, please subscribe to my channel to watch all the updates. Thank you all for watching.